The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll run it again with Miller. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in the game.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A first down carry now for Miller. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Mercilus. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI call at just about any point during his route, and I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Leopard!
Mayfield on first down. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Houston. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they make? And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And his throw is incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. 3rd down here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now it's Watson. The catch made by Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
No. Check. Patriot. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On third down, Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Watson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
Richmond.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. First down now, but that clock rolling. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Watson trying to get his guys moving. To throw is Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play fake. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. The final shot before the break. Watson going up top for Miller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Watson now. A final shot before break. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they start the second half with Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Leopard!
2nd down, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards on the play. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Leopard! Gone!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A good pick up there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. 3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The tight end Julius Thomas, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Target.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson rolling to his right. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
Richmond. Black down in our belly.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held it. That's caught inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Again, it's Miller. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Again, it's Foreman. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Leopard! Leopard!
Mayfield down. In trouble. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It's a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On first down, it's Watson. Underneath for Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Tiger.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, now I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's into the clear. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they'll run for it with Miller. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit!
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Flush to his right. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up there.